Yeah, that's what we're about to do. So look, I'm just about to play now the timeline. It's gonna just give you a little synopsis a little bit, and then we get directly into it. Alright? I'm gonna minimize me a little bit more.
More than a year since body parts surfaced throughout Milwaukee County, launching a massive search for a missing teenager, Sade Robinson.
Police say Robinson was last seen alive on a first date. It is a crime filled with twists and turns, and in 1 week, the trial is expected to start for the accused killer.
Tonight, our Bria Jones has new video, new witness accounts that paint a picture of how we got here.
April 2nd, 2024, a gloomy spring day in Milwaukee County. The waves of Lake Michigan bringing a chilling discovery, a severed human leg in Warnimut Park. The grim finding would unravel the mystery of the disappearance of 19-year-old Sade Carlina Robinson.
I'm sorry. I've been drinking. How can somebody just stomach to do that? Like, I done got mad at a motherfucker. So I done got so mad to where I see dots. But I ain't never said I want to cut a nigga leg off. Or cut somebody, man. It makes me nervous that we are walking amongst a lot of these motherfuckers. Y'all,
Robinson. Prosecutors say Robinson vanished after a first date with 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson. Unsealed warrants reveal a confidential informant told investigators Anderson planned to kill Robinson. A seemingly fatal attraction leading to an investigation spanning 2 states and the arrest of Anderson for homicide, arson, and mutilation charges.
I want people to understand too, there was another young lady in Milwaukee that also went missing. It was the same exact scenario as Sade. Now, it was also said that this motherfucker here had met this other girl too. Her crime, I mean, her case right now is still a cold case. They don't know where she went. She just vanished. I think that's on my part too. I put that on there. But they said that this nigga was very sadistic. You're going to go off to where he lived and you're going to understand a little bit more of what I'm saying. But see, here's the problem. His family has a lot of money. They really do. It ain't like it's going to matter, but, you know, it's ridiculous.
This sick son of a is gonna pay.
To understand what happened next, we need to go back to the day before, April 1st, 2024. Court records show text messages between Robinson and Anderson.
I'm going to pause that so y'all can see the text messages. As you can see, where are we meeting? I can do 5. Downtown somewhere, okay. Brat House on 3rd, perfect. Okay, I'm going to shower quick. I'll probably get there around 5:15. Are you hungry? I'm going to need to stop at Twisted Fisherman to pick up my W-2 form. My W-2 from last year, and we can eat there first. So that's the messages. Let's go.
Between 4:15 p.m. and 5:18 p.m. Anderson text, "Are you hungry? I need to stop at Twisted Fisherman to pick up my W-2 from last year, and we could eat there first." Robinson responds, "Okay," and "Yes. Are we eating at the Broad House or the other place?" Anderson replies, "Let's eat at Twisted. I'm feeling seafood." Robinson answers, "Yes, I love seafood." Still images from surveillance cameras show the two inside the Twisted Fisherman. Investigators say Robinson had...
Bro, I just think that is so eerie. Do that shit fuck with y'all too? Like when you be watching stuff and then you kind of be looking at pictures like this and she don't even know like that's gonna be like the last food that she ordered and stuff. Like that shit blows me, bro.
Surveillance cameras show the two inside the Twisted Fisherman. Investigators say Robinson had Life 360, a location tracking app. It placed her at Duke's on Water and later at Anderson's Milwaukee home, 39th in Oklahoma. It's the last place Sade's loved ones believe she was seen alive. Her phone pinging at his home until 12:45 a.m. on April 2nd.
Do we know how Sade met Maxwell Anderson?
So from my understanding, it was no dating app. It was a friend of a friend. So my friend that worked at...
Who the friend? Nah. Who the friend? Shit, out that nigga.
Pizza Shadow cousin was the bouncer at Victor's, which was friends with the bartender who was Maxwell.
Kiki is Robinson's cousin. She hasn't shared her last name publicly, but over the last year, she's led searches for her cousin and pushed for answers. Now for the first time, she's sharing these videos of Robinson the night before she disappeared. Robinson was spotted out at Victor's nightclub where Anderson was a bartender. You can see part of what appears to be Anderson's distinctive arm tattoo.
Another one of my family members reached out to me stating that they were at the bar with her, the Easter 31st at Victor's, and that they were having drinks, and they seen her with this man, and then who's described as the demon, who we call.
He sought her out, and that's fucked up. Just having drinks one night sought this nigga to go into a whole fucking obsession, bro.
Maxwell.
Robinson was reported missing by a friend after she didn't show for a shift at Pizza Shuttle on April 2nd. That same morning, Milwaukee police say a car was set on fire near 30th and Lisbon. Detectives later learned it was Sade's vehicle.
I just heard the car crash, and it was a big bang, and I saw the car outside of my window, so I come outside, and by the time I come outside, I see the flames start, and I just see this taller white guy just running away from the car.
In that moment, Ashley Ryder says she didn't realize what she was witnessing.
I remember his face when he turned around because he looked so shocked, and then I found out a couple days later what was actually going on.
Hours after the car was torched on April 2nd, a man discovered a severed leg with pink toenail polish at Warnemont Park in Cudahy.
Can you imagine a mother not knowing where her daughter's at, and the only way you can identify your kid, or you can even start to say that might be my daughter, is by a leg and a foot? Do you understand how unreal that shit sound out loud, bro? Oh, man, my heart breaks for people like this, bro.
Same place investigators would later say Robinson's phone was pinging between 3 a.m. and 4:30. April 5th, less than a mile from the car fire. A body part was found in the same area of 30th and Lisbon. April 6th, remains were discovered at 31st and Galena. The next day, more remains were found at 31st and Walnut. At one point, Kiki says she found a blanket with Robinson's face on it lying on the ground in Galena Park.
I looked down and I seen Sade's face just flipped over, and my heart instantly just started to beat, and I just yelled to my sisters, like, I just found her blanket, everybody, and everybody just ran over to me. And then the detectives just showed up, like, nobody called them, they just showed up, and I told them, like, we just found her blanket. So then they started, like, shutting off the area.
Did you ever find anything else?
I did.
Now that was the weird part, like, cause I'm trying to understand, like, how her blanket would even got there, because she went out on a date with the dude, you know what I'm saying, on the day that she disappeared, and I know everything was pinging. I mean, did she have her blanket with? That is like I wouldn't, man. That is, man.
I found her bone, and I was about to pass out, and I didn't, because everybody else around me was crying.
No, he didn't just toss her stuff. See, the thing that they were finding when they're saying remains, they're finding her body parts. I think the only thing that was not found was her torso. You feel me? So they're finding the leg here, such and such here. They making all they were finding like her body parts, bro.
Like, everybody was emotional, but I can't get emotional because I'm gonna break, and if I break, I'm not gonna be able to search.
Fox 6 obtained surveillance video from a business near
Look at this
31st
bitch-ass
and Walnut.
nigga.
It
Look
shows
at
a
this
person
bitch-ass
with
nigga.
clothing that matches what detectives say Anderson was wearing on a MCTS bus to head home. The person appears to be wearing a hoodie and a gray backpack. This is similar to surveillance images in the same area prosecutors shared in the criminal complaint. Days later, Anderson was arrested, making his first court appearance on April 12, 2024.
At this time, we don't believe that there are any other victims out there, and that the person who is responsible for this heinous crime has been arrested.
Are you still searching for remains for Ms. Robinson?
Yes, we are.
As detectives used everything from flashlights to sonar boats, Robinson's loved ones searched far and wide with community support.
One day we actually
See, that's what I don't understand. How come there's not a consistency from police department to the police department? Now, you know what I'm saying? Even though they was recovering legs and arms of this girl, and you know for a fact by recovering that, you know that she's deceased, but they still continue to actively look. That's why it's so weird when you get into the Nasiah case and they're saying, or they're trying to say that this little girl is gone for forever, but then they stop searching. I just, it's like, it ain't over. Don't we got to bring her home? See, that's the shit that be so weird to me. How come they do it, but then they don't do it?
walked 21 miles. That was between there and back. We walked east, we walked west, we walked all the way probably to Racine.
On April 18, 17 days after she was first reported missing, Robinson's torso and arm were
Oh, so they found a torso and an arm, or maybe it's the head. It's something that ain't been found, y'all.
found in South Milwaukee. Nearly a month later, her arm washed up on the beach in Waukegan, Illinois.
What are you still searching for?
I'm gonna say her crown, her head,
Yeah, it was
was
her
still
head.
missing. So that's why it's important that we still do all these memorials and stuff so that people don't forget that we still don't have all of her.
Some people just get it. Some people just get it.
To this day, pieces of Sade Carlina Robinson remain lost to the world, a somber reminder that justice still waits in the shadows. Bria Jones, Fox 6 News.
Robinson's loved ones say they will not stop searching for her until they have all of her. Again, the trial for her accused killer, Maxwell Anderson, it's slated to start May 27th.
Robinson.
Now, see, to me, if I got a family member, that's how I'm coming. I'm not feeling comfortable with just a verdict. I'm not feeling comfortable with just a conviction. I need my baby home. I need my family home. Anything else don't even sound relevant to me. That's why, like, when we get into other cases, I'm so fucking confused. Because I have never in my life seen some things that I've seen covering the Nasiah case in my life. It's so weird. You dig what I mean? All right, but that was part one. So hopefully you guys got a little bit of background of what's going on. Now we're just gonna slide directly into the trial. Y'all stay tuned. We're finna keep it going.